Studies at North Park University, Chicago. Please welcome Reverend Don Wagner.
Thank you very much. I want to echo the words of Rabbi Brant Rosen. Stop the genocide now! Stop the genocide now! This is our central message, and even if they try to drown us out, we're going to echo that because the grassroots is alive. It's flowing. I want to take a minute to thank all the organizers of this amazing group, all the delegations. Thank you for coming from afar. Thank you for the local people, Hatam Abadaya, all the rest, AMP, Code Pink, JVP. You are amazing. I'm a veteran of 45 years of these demos. This is the strongest, and thank you. I'm encouraged for the future. Before I die, we'll see a free Palestine. I'm getting old though, 82 coming up. But I'm like you, many of you. I am uncommitted in this next election. I will not submit my vote for Kamala or for anyone. I will not until there's a permanent ceasefire and a cessation of aid to Israel. Until we get that, even talk of a ceasefire is a game. Until we see the right of return as a central issue to the Democratic platform, I will not cast my vote for Kamala or the rest. Until there's a complete release of not just the hostages, but all the Palestinian prisoners, with Marwan Barghouti leading it. Then I can vote for Kamala and the others, but probably not. Until all U.S. aid is delivered to UNRWA again in a massive Marshall Plan to relieve the starving Palestinians with medical aid, trucks. Until that happens, I will not be ready to vote. But this cannot be a humanitarian solution. That's what we got after the Nakba. This is not a humanitarian issue. This is a political problem that needs a political solution. An international conference with a renewed PLO representing the Palestinians. Terminating the corrupt Palestine Authority. Until the U.S. supports that, I'm not going to be able to vote to support the Democrats. So I hope you will stand with me from the streets. Your movement is important. When you students go back, mobilize on the campuses. Again, you made an impact. This gathering is making an impact. We are not committed until we see Palestine free. And the people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. Long live Palestine.
Give it up one more time.
We're at Union Park near the Democratic National Convention, Chicago, Illinois.
We are so honored
Chicago
to be joined by a lifetime
Coalition for Justice in
activist,
Palestine
a
event.
legend and a leader, Dr. Cornel West.
Cornel West coming up.
Let us be clear that we will return over and over and over again to make sure we cast a limelight and a spotlight on the precious humanity of our Palestinian brothers and sisters undergoing an indescribable genocide. This is not a fad or a fashion. This is commitment. This is devotion. This is service. This is ensure that we have a calling, which means we will stick together, fight together, laugh together, struggle together, but we are going to make sure there's an end of the occupation. We are going to make sure that the American empire, in all of its bestiality in denying a genocide and enabling a genocide and acting as if it can proceed with business as usual, will not take place. And each and every one of us have to make a decision deep inside our own hearts and minds and souls that we are willing to make a sacrifice. We refuse to be well adjusted to injustice. We refuse to be well adapted to indifference. And there is no way that actual genocide and ethnic cleansing can be taking place and people can act as if that's normal or natural or turn their backs. We will continually interrupt. We will continually disrupt. We will continually ensure that a light is perennially cast on the precious humanity of our Palestinian brothers. And I don't want you, and I'm saying this to myself too because my voice is about gone. I think of the many years with the great Edward Said, who I was blessed to know and work with and struggle with in the 1970s and 80s and 90s until his death 2003. And here it is, 2023, and we're still raising Israeli ethnic cleansing of Palestine. It is Israeli ethnic cleansing of Palestine. It is a new day. When Edward Said and our dear brother Noam Chomsky and Edward Ball and so many other freedom fighters in the 70s and 80s raised our voices, we were so isolated by ourselves. Look at all of us today. Look at all of the folks standing up in Africa, in Asia, in Latin America, in the not just in Chicago. It's a new day. It is also the end of any hatred of anybody, be it Arabs and Muslims, be it Jews or black people, be it gays or lesbians, be it anybody who is made in the image of the God as myself as a revolutionary Christian coming out of the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. and Fannie Lou Hamer and Dorothy Day, and I can go on and on and on. This is not an isolated issue. We've got to be in solidarity with each other across the board. It is not a question of what color your skin is. It's not a question of what your gender is. It's not a question of what your sexual orientation